Hi, and welcome back to Neil the Real Deal's YouTube channel. The question for today is, after being a gas guy forever, did Chevy finally convince me to go electric with the Silverado? Stick around to the end of the video to find out and for an awesome giveaway. We're heading out to the dealership to take a look at it. We're going to drive it around a little bit. They're going to let us have some time with it. I've got a deposit down on it, so hopefully everything works out and we end up getting it. But we're going to see, like, why am I even thinking about this when it isn't something that I would have previously thought of? Can Chevrolet convert me? Let's go see. To give you guys an idea of my vehicle background and history, basically owned Chevys my entire life. Camaro, a 69, Chevy S10, I had a Corvette that I've got now, and wife's got a Traverse. I've got, like I said, this Silverado. I'm a hardcore Chevy guy. They've got great products, right? But I've never gone to the EV side. So I guess a year and a half ago, probably, when they came out with the opportunity to put down a deposit on them, got my reservation. I was literally, in the first couple of seconds, I was able to put it in. So that's what today is, going to pick that up and see. I got to spend some time with it before I actually pull the trigger, so I'll be the guinea pig for you guys. I've done a lot of research on it. I need to feel it, I need to see it, I want to live it a little bit, see if I can do the electric lifestyle. So we'll see where it takes us. We are going into the dealership right now, so as we pull up, I want you to be able to experience this with me. Now, my boys are typically the Riverton Chevy guys, but they hooked me up with this one here. There it is. There she is, sitting out there. Go ahead. Give it a gander there. Look at that beauty. All right. We have been to the dealership successfully. Overall, to jump to a conclusion, I think everything so far is so good. I'm really happy with it. So here's a couple of just things that I didn't know of as a non-EV owner before. There's a little bit of a humming noise that it'll make, a pulsating humming noise that it makes when you're at lower speeds. The big plus is everything that you probably already know about the Silverado EV, the mid-gate, you know, I love that it's full size. I love that the truck is a full size truck. It doesn't look like a little baby truck like a Rivian or something like that. The rims, the 24-inch rims are really cool in person. It just looks big and it looks like a man's Chevrolet truck. Got heads-up display, a million features here that I'm still learning to operate, all that. I got it charged up to 100%, so typically you only run it to 80. We did the Super Cruise on the freeway. I probably did Super Cruise for 30 minutes straight, and this is on a relatively busy freeway, and I had to touch the steering wheel once because we were on a pretty steep turn, and there was a vehicle with a trailer in the lane just to the side of us, and it wanted me to operate it at that point. But other than that, I literally drove, hands-free, which was awesome. So we'll do that here in a minute when we jump on the highway. But that's kind of the initial overview. It's just really cool. They've done a great job with it. I don't know what else to say. There's not a ton of critique that I have. My main critique, and it's with the Chevy trucks in general, is the console. I don't think that there should be a console here in general. I think it should be a seat. I think most people that have kids want that because you can always use an extra seat. And the seat can always become a console can never become a seat. I'm not sure why Chevy doesn't do that option with any of the higher trims anymore and didn't give the option with this because they clearly don't need transmission space or anything. It made more sense to me to do that, but outside of that, it's really slick. We're gonna do Super Cruise test. I'll show you exactly how it works. But once you're going on the freeway and you see the green light appear on your cruise control system, you can press adaptive cruise and you let the hands go like that. So again, we've got some barriers here. This is kind of a different little construction zone, and it took it fine. It says Super Cruise caution, construction zone, drive with care. So it wants me paying attention, right? And we know that we have to pay attention. So I'm gonna increase our speed here, our cruise speed, to 63. We can go legs free, hands free. When you do it for the very first time, it's really trippy, just letting the computer take control. It'll take this road perfect. So it stays perfectly in between the lines. I'll increase our speed here just to keep up with traffic. It's gonna take this curve perfectly and then straighten back out, and we stay right in the middle of the lanes. It'll do lane changes, just signal left, and it's gonna say looking for an opening. It's making sure that it's clear, and then it switches lanes just like that. That easy. It's really cool. I'm gonna come back. We'll go back to the lane we came from. Again, same thing, switches. Nice smooth transition into the new lane, and it says that the lane change is complete. So between that, I forgot to mention earlier the four-wheel steering. I can make a turn in a tiny turning radius. It's wild for a giant truck like this. Between the main features, Chevy has really done a good job in preparing this truck for people that want to get out of gas and into EV. So again, that's my current predicament. Like, can I actually live that lifestyle, do the charging thing instead of the gas thing? That's what we're here to see. One other thing I forgot to mention, again, there's 1,000 features. The charging for the Silverado is faster than any other vehicle out there. I think the whole range problem has been solved, the 440-mile range that it comes with, and then the fast charging. So between the battery capacity and the fact that it can recharge so quickly, it's like a huge, huge deal. And that's what's making me persuaded to want to be driving this, especially in what I've got upcoming here. Thinking about driving it to Las Vegas tomorrow, which it'll be a record temperature of 120 degrees. So I want to see how it does in those conditions. Aside from that, the acceleration in this is awesome. I haven't done the wide open Watts mode yet, but even in regular standard mode, it's really quick, especially for being an 8,500 pound vehicle. And this is just from regular guy to you of my experience with it. All right, well, don't tell the version of me of 2 years ago that I bought an electric vehicle, but I did. The Chevy Silverado EV is what convinced me to finally go electric. It's got all the bells and whistles, everything you could possibly want in a truck. And the fact that it's electric, I think, just makes it better. Chevy's put a ton of work into it. With all the features and benefits of driving this truck, I just couldn't say no and had to buy it. So good on them for converting a guy like me to go electric. For sticking around this long, I've got a giveaway for you. To be eligible, all you gotta do is subscribe, like the video, and then comment the answer to what you think my clothing brand symbol means. And it doesn't have anything to do with being electric with the plus and minus. So comment your answer. I'm gonna choose the first person to get it right, and I'm gonna send you $500. So I did something crazy and actually bought an electric truck. So that means I'm pretty much capable of anything. If you can think of something crazy that you think I should do in my next video, comment it below, and who knows, maybe I'll do your idea. We'll catch you next time. I've got some friends I want to make a shout out to. My homies at Grip 6 for the socks that I wear every day and the belt. Love those guys. Grip 6, of course, you can find them online at grip6.com. And Vivi for my haircuts over at Barber Co. Some friends of mine, you should check them out if you live in the area.